Hey guys, welcome back to Wild Man Creations. If this is your first time with me, my name's Jay, and if you're returning, I appreciate it. If you guys would do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and like the video, and if you would, watch it all the way through. YouTube keeps all this analytical stuff, and it helps the channel out if you give me some watch time. Tonight we're going to be doing chicken piccata with linguine, and then we're going to have some sliced up asparagus, zucchini, and scallions. So we're gonna get cutting on our chicken first. Well, let me go ahead and read the ingredients. So you're gonna need 2 chicken breasts. You don't have to use them. I use thighs sometimes. To me, the thighs taste better, but I'm doing it by the recipe. 1 onion, skin on, and it's gonna be quartered. 2 cups of water. Salt and pepper, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of olive oil, a 1/3 cup of dry white wine, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 2 cloves of garlic minced, and 2 tablespoons of drained capers, and then a juice from half a lemon. So what we're going to do, and then there's a 1/3 cup of cream and some fresh flat leaf parsley, 2 tablespoons. I didn't buy that because I wasn't going to waste the money, so guess what we're doing? We're going to go with the dried stuff. You don't have to get skin on, bone on. They just happen to be on sale. So I picked them up. Normally I get the thighs, and normally I don't make my own broth. I just keep some broth. It's a whole lot quicker. But if you want to be a purist, you can certainly do it this way. Usually if you can get that skin started, it'll come right off. Put that in a pan. A lot of times if I find these, I get a good deal on them. I will buy them with the skin on because it's skin and bone in because it's cheaper. And I will spend the time after I get home, and I will cut them up like this, and I'll throw the bones and skin away, and then that way all I have is a fillet, and I can put them in freezer bags, and they're a lot easier to store. You get this one little bone right here that's always a problem. Throw that in there. I'll bring you back when I'm done with the other one. I'm not going to make you sit through all this, and I don't want my video to be an hour long either. Oh, I almost forgot. See my new duds? I got a new dress. Oh, you know what else? We're going to have some fun tonight. I forgot about this. There, how's that? We're gonna have a little fun tonight. Anyway, I'll bring you back in just a second. Okay, we're back. Now, it says to butterfly these and then pound them out with a meat tenderizer or mallet, whatever you want to call it. So basically, you're already kind of there. And if you want, you can even do this, do a couple of them. Gotta have my paper towels. Okay, now I saved the bag that I had the chicken in because you can tenderize it in here. Oh, dadgummit. You can tenderize it in here and it doesn't splatter all over the place, so. I trust everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Again, if you want to save some time, like I said, you can get boneless, skinless stuff. You can get boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You can get thighs with the bone in, skin on. That's what I normally buy, and I bone and skin my own stuff. Just because it's cheaper. Yeah, I think we're done with all that chicken mess. Let me rearrange here. Get a clean cutting board out. We'll work on the vegetables so we can get the stock going, and then I'll get you over to the stove, and then we'll start trying to assemble some of this stuff and get it going. So I'll bring you back here in a minute. Okay, I'm back with you. Now we're going to kind of assemble our pot to make our chicken broth. Again, I normally don't do this. It just takes up too much time for me. I keep chicken broth in the refrigerator anyway, so I just normally use that. Got my skin and bones in there. My onion. 2 cups of water. Salt. pepper. Put it over here on the stove, get it going. Okay, now then, I'm going to salt and pepper my flour. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to dredge this in the, dredge the chicken in this. Oh, you know what else? Should have kept that other cutting board out. Actually, let me get resituated here. I'll bring you back in a minute. I got to rearrange some stuff. Okay, I'm back like a bad cold. I'm going out of order, I know I am, but I wanted to get these vegetables cut up and out of the way because I'm limited on space. But basically, I've got some scallions, some asparagus, and some zucchini, and yes, they've already been washed. As a matter of fact, when I was buying them, I'm standing there in line, and they're in a plastic bag, and the girl checking me out, she's opening the bag to get to the tags, like that's around the asparagus. And the whole time she's touching her face and doing her hair, and then she's touching, and I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, I mean, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, this is the reason I tell you to wash your stuff when you get home. It's crazy. All right, so with the asparagus, you know, once they harvest it, it already stops its capillary action, which keeps it moist. I don't know how long these have been sitting in the store. So I normally chop off, you know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. A lot of times in the store you'll see them sitting in a tray of water, and that helps keep them moist. But these were not. So we're just gonna go something akin to that. And you can see how much more green they are than that there. So you know these are dried out. Now I don't know how far down that goes. I may be wasting some, but it's okay. We got plenty here. I dropped one somewhere. Oh, there it is. So then, I just did this one time on a whim, and everybody loved it, so that's the way I've been doing it. So now I cut them on a diagonal. You don't have to, it just kind of dresses them up a little bit. And you can make them as big or small as you want, it doesn't matter. They're all going to get cooked. And guys, don't be afraid to experiment. Yeah, I know. You noticed it too, didn't you? There's one hiding. I don't know if that's any better or not. Again, if you do this, cut them up however you want, it doesn't matter. But it turned out to be a good combination. And normally I'll put some yellow squash in there too. But it's just me and Peanut tonight, so we're gonna have a bunch left over. And yes, I did wash this. Soap and water. Get my chicken going. Get some onion down in there, boy. There we go. And then again, I'm going to cut some of these dried ends off. We don't need all that anyway. It's too much. Now these I do cut up a little bit smaller than everything else, only because they're a little overpowering if you get, you know, a great big piece in your mouth. All right, put these aside somewhere. I'll put them aside right there for now. Let me get rearranged and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, I'm resituated. We're gonna do the chicken up. Quarter cup of olive oil in a medium high heat pan. And I took the time off camera to salt and pepper front and back of the chicken. And now we're just going to dredge it through the flour. And fire's not hot enough yet, but we'll get there. And this really isn't, it doesn't take a long time to do this dish, especially if you go with the boneless, skinless breast or thighs, and they're kind of already, I don't know, halfway prepared for you, and you use chicken stock out of a can or out of a box. You don't have to go through all that. Probably not a good idea. I'm running out of space again. And you'd want to do these until they're brown. I like a little more color on mine, but you don't have to cook them as long as I do. But this is one of those things that you got to try it. Back during COVID, that's how I found this. Back during COVID, I was off work and I got tired of cooking the same thing every week. So there were several days I would just sit and, I can't remember what I typed in, chicken recipes or pork recipes, and some of the websites was like 20 best chicken recipes or something like that, and I'd scan through them and tell them, ooh, that looks pretty good. So I'd go in there and copy it, and then I'd find another one, I'd copy it, and then just kind of maybe twice a week I would make one of them up. And pretty much all of them were a hit. Another one that's really good is chicken bruschetta. That one's really good. What's a couple of the other ones? Chicken calabrese, I think. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at my recipes. But yeah, this really made a big difference on what we were eating. And, I mean, it wasn't so monotonous. You know, we were eating the same thing every week, over and over and over. I got water going from a linguine, chicken stock, and this is for the vegetables. And something else too, whenever I get around to it, when I go to do the white wine, I usually go buy, they come in a little 4-pack. I'll buy one of those and I just keep them around. That way I'm not opening a whole bottle of wine and wasting, 5/8 of it. Same thing with the parsley. Why am I going to go buy a whole head of parsley if you're just using this as a decoration? I'm not going to do that. A bunch of parsley, whatever you want to call it. And this is smelling pretty good. We're getting there. Tell you what, guys, I'm gonna finish browning these and I'll bring you back whenever I get done. Again, I don't want this to turn into an hour-long video. You guys will get bored. So give me a few minutes and I'll get back with you. Okay, we're back. I hope you can see how got some color on it. I'll turn my fire down because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to throw some white wine in here. And that wine hitting that grease is just going to, and I don't want to make a big mess and have a big fire and all that. So, calls for 1/3 of a cup. Normally I don't measure, I just pour. So, pretty much almost half of one of these is basically what it would be. You know what I'm talking about? Now you want to reduce this by about half. Deglaze, you get all them good little bits of flavor. And that flour in there is going to help thicken it up a little bit. God, I wish you could smell this. My goodness. Got my water going in the back here for the linguine. But I'm going to do my linguine and my vegetables about the same time. So I want to get the chicken done first, and then I'll do that, because I don't want to have to, all this, it's too much going at one time. And I want to make sure this is done so it can kind of sit a little bit. And now we're going to do our butter. Butter, garlic, and capers. God, I wish you could smell this. My goodness. Now then, see if I can do this carefully. I'll put my stock in. And then again, we're going to reduce that by half. So you can probably turn your fire up a little bit, get it to rolling, 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 rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. I know I'm showing my age. This may take a little bit, so I'll bring you back. After I get it reduced down a little bit, then we're going to add the lemon juice and the cream. So let me cut away for a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to turn the fire down. I've already added the lemon juice. I'm going to add my cream in. And we're going to put the chicken back in. Actually, you know what? I'm not happy with how thick that is. To me, it's not thick enough. So, bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna add some cornstarch to it. See if that'll thicken it up a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's better. Okay, there's a little trick for you. I just showed you a little trick. Yeah, that's better. Stand to be a little thicker still, but it'll work. We'll make it work. All right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to let that simmer over there. Put the linguine in. Actually, boo hiss. You can use whatever kind of oil you want. I found some walnut oil one time. I know there's people that are peanut intolerant, so use whatever you like. But this has a unique flavor. I don't know, quarter cup maybe. Get it hot. We're going to put our veggies in. Oh yeah, baby. We'll put our linguine in. Give it a little salt. Give it a little pepper. And turn that a little bit right there. Oh yeah, that turned out great. I did salt this and I did put some olive oil in it. All right, again, I don't want to waste a bunch of time, so I'm going to cut away, and then I'll bring you back when the rest of this is ready. Okay, now we're going to plate up. Got some linguine. Piece of chicken. Yeah, I should have thickened this up just a little bit more, but it's not bad. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Some of the capers. And then I don't know if you can see, the veggies got some color on them. Oh, just in time. Thank you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my chicken piccata with asparagus, zucchini, and scallions. And you can certainly serve some garlic bread with it. I normally don't do noodles with it. We just usually have it plain. But the noodles do help it go a little bit further. So now I can have leftovers like tomorrow night for supper, and then maybe lunch or something. And Kathleen can have something. Anyway. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, if you would hit that subscribe button and the like button and watch the video all the way through, I would really appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you.